Tanzila Khan es alumna del programa de liderazgo para visitantes internacionales en Pakistán. Es emprendedora, activista y oradora pública. A través de su dirección en 2 organizaciones, se ha enfocado en concientizar sobre la diversidad e inclusión de personas con discapacidad y proponer soluciones sostenibles para este grupo poblacional, así como fomentar el empoderamiento de las mujeres. También ha escrito 2 libros para financiar proyectos comunitarios y ha ganado varios premios por su activismo, como el premio Amal Clooney al empoderamiento de la mujer otorgado por el Príncipe de Gales en Londres. Bienvenida, Tanzila, a México. El día de hoy te vamos a hacer una pequeña entrevista justo para conocer tu trabajo. Descríbete en 3 palabras.
I will say that I am very creative, and I am definitely very adventurous, and I am also an empath. So I can internalize the pain and experiences of other people, and then also use them with my creativity to develop something valuable and give back to the society.
Muchísimas gracias, Tanzila. Yo creo que estas palabras describen perfectamente toda tu trayectoria. ¿Cómo surgió la idea de escribir tus libros?
I would like to share with everybody that we should never underestimate our childhood, the activities we do. So when I was young, watching movies or reading books, we do it for entertainment, but how much they inspire us and move us and lead us to do projects we never thought we will. So as a young girl, I used to see a lot of movies, and I saw Antonio Banderas in some of those movies playing a Mexican. I later found out that he's Spanish, he's not Mexican. But the whole portrayal of the Mexican culture, stories really inspired me. And though I was too young to come to Mexico, I created my own Mexico in my head. I don't even have access to internet properly at that time. But I started developing a story because I'm very creative with the writing. And then I wrote a story called A Story of Mexico. It was a very short novelette, not that long. And when I wrote that book, for the first time, I also learned that I'm not a redundant person as with a disability. I'm someone who can also contribute, who can also come up with ideas. So that book really changed my life. It had a lot of mistakes, a lot of things that I think I would not write now because so many mistakes in that book. But I still went ahead and did it. And then, not just that, that book also became a selling product for me when my country was hit with the earthquake in 2008. So everybody was raising funds, and I thought, what can I do? So I had that book. So I went to door to door, and I started selling those books. And I said, I don't want your charity. I'm selling my book. If you want to buy, please buy. I'll sign it for you. And I raised some funding. I was in college at that time for the earthquake victims. And Mariam, that's also when I learned that I can create value and I have leadership skills. So I think that one book really changed my life.
Sin duda, creo que ha sido una labor impresionante y saber que no conocías México y escribiste un libro. ¿Cómo y por qué surge la idea de tu fundación?
I think when you realize that a lot of people are discriminated against, and that not just hurts them, but also limits their potential and their talent in this world. I'm sure you must have experienced that too. Although you are able-bodied, you don't have a disability, but sometimes even being a woman could disable us. Coming from a different background or culture could disable us. So I thought that we have to end this. So I started an organization called Creative Alley that gathered everyone who felt that they're not included, or the world thinks they're not cool enough or fun enough or rich enough. And I said, okay, what is your talent? Some said we're good at writing. Some said we're good at photography. So I said, okay, fine. We come together, and then we created our own projects, and we raised our own funding. And after that, Mariam, everybody wanted to become our friend. So I was happy that with good projects, we can not just empower each other, but make friends and bring everyone together. And this was back in college. So this has been more than 10 years that Creative Alley is running. And we're doing a lot of creative projects. And now we've also launched a board game, Whoopie Town, to run a game session and teach everybody about disability.
Estoy segura que hay muchas personas, principalmente mujeres y niñas, que te pueden escuchar y te pueden inspirar. Y cuéntanos al menos algunas cosas que hayas aprendido de estos proyectos.
I think number one thing I've learned is that every project is important and the inspiration is coming to you from the Almighty Allah. So you should take it and you should keep it and you should run with it. So I don't care if I have a disability anymore. The only thing I care about is that I don't want anyone to feel disabled. I want everyone to enjoy life, feel safe, and have access to opportunities. I've come to Mexico for the first time. I want to experience everything. And wherever there's a ramp, it makes me feel happy and it makes me feel included. So this is very important. And with every project, I've learned that we have to do it together. I don't want to be alone talking about disability. So the first lesson is collaboration. Come together from different cultures, include everybody. Find a way to include everybody.
Esperemos que con tu experiencia en lo que has desarrollado podamos desarrollar o hacer algo en México. Junto con la UAM, en la Dirección de Comunicación del Conocimiento, probablemente desarrollemos algo juntas. Comparte algunos desafíos que has encontrado a lo largo de tu vida. ¿Qué estrategias has usado para resolverlos?
I am an entrepreneur and my family thinks that I should get a job. I think like most of us, and every day I have a discussion with them to tell them that what I do has value, has risk also, and I don't know where the funding will come from. I don't know how will I reach my market. I don't know if I'll be able to pay my bills that month or not. But I promise you, every month the bill is paid. Because you continue to innovate, you have that fire inside you because you believe in what you do. So basically, the challenge is that you will find barriers, physical barriers. People will not believe in you. Your ideas will be so bad. My first book was not good, but I did not stop writing. It was not a good book, but still it gave me some sort of balance to go forth. So the barrier is that any barrier that you see, you have to bring it down with your belief. And success is to have peace, and peace is to have purpose. So follow your purpose.
Sin duda, cada obstáculo te hace hacer mejor las cosas en las siguientes oportunidades. ¿Cuáles son tus planes? ¿Qué te hace falta por hacer?
Right now, I am traveling the world. I am meeting amazing people like you. And I'm also doing a lot of game sessions with my board game, Whoopie Town, and generating a conversation on disability. I am also documenting some documentaries through filmmaking. I am writing articles about places, and I'm sending letters to different governments and different companies on why it is important to become accessible and inclusive. And so far, the response is good. The world is very kind. It's just a matter of time that we can include everybody everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hope that if you want, you can prepare some project in the future together.
Yeah, why not? Yes, I love that.
¿Qué te motiva? ¿Qué te inspira? ¿Qué te hace feliz?
I think just to know that I'm alive, every day when I wake up, I'm alive is a chance. I did not die in my sleep. I wake up because Allah giving me a chance. He wants me to do something. And it's not sitting on my phone all day. It's not being on Instagram all day, because that's not a good life to have or a good purpose to have. So I think every day, Mariam, when I wake up, I see, okay, Tanzila, you did not die, you're alive. That means you have a purpose. So you have to get up and help other people. You have to find a way to create value. And maybe you and I will not be in this world someday. That is the truth. But our legacy will stay. How we affect people will stay. And what we do for the world will stay. And it will help people. I'm motivated by that. I don't bother. I don't get scared. I'm motivated to help other people. And that's my motivation.
Muchas gracias, Tanzila. Yo creo que siempre es dejar al mundo mejor de lo que lo encontramos. Finalmente, nos gustaría que nos dieras un mensaje para la niñez y la juventud mexicana que hoy te está viendo, que hoy te está escuchando.
I will tell children, their parents, their teachers, everyone who's listening to us today, is that you might face a lot of discrimination, challenges. You will probably face rejection in life. Somebody will not like you. Your parents might not believe in you. Someday you travel abroad, you will feel racism. These problems exist. And we have to face them with love and kindness and empathy. But I promise everybody out there that if you hold on to believing in yourself, the world will believe in you. And believing in yourself as a leader, and a leader always speaks up for others. They never say me, me, me. Me, life is boring. You, me, all alone in one room. Where's the party? The party is with everyone. So when you speak up for other people, you create a party, you create a support system. So my message for you is always believe in yourself, speak up for others, even if it's not your problem, and create a support system.
Muchas gracias, Tanzila. Estoy segura que muchos que te escuchen el día de hoy se van a inspirar y van a querer hacer las cosas distinto. Muchas gracias a la Embajada de Estados Unidos, a la Biblioteca Benjamin Franklin y obviamente al equipo de la Dirección de Comunicación del Conocimiento y por supuesto a Tanzila. Thank you for your time, for your words, for your experience. It's amazing, your life.
Thank you, Mariam. Thank you for having me.